Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be talking about the Sal Sagev Casino or Hotel Sal Sagev that was located in downtown Las Vegas from the years of 1931 until 1934. This was one of the earliest casino hotels located in downtown Las Vegas. To begin, you can take a look at the name itself, Sal Sagev. If you look closely, it's Las Vegas spelled backwards. It was located at 1 Fremont Street, Las Vegas, Nevada, and that is today's current Golden Gate. Most of the information talked about in today's video can be found in an article written by Gene Trimble, as well as over50vegas.com. The Sal Sagev was opened originally in 1906. Originally, the Sal Sagev was called the Hotel Nevada. It was a 2-story, 35-room corner building, and it was $1 to stay in one of the 10 by 10 foot rooms that were completed with electric lighting and steam radiators. Inside of the lobby there was a cigar store and the recipient of Vegas's first telephone service in 1907. Ironically, the phone number was 1, being the first. In 1931, Abe Miller expanded the Hotel Nevada and added a third floor, and this was the first time that the name was changed to Sal Sagev. During this time, the United States was going through the Great Depression, but Vegas's economy was booming due to an influx of workers in town to build the Hoover Dam. Now, it's somewhat unknown as to what table games the Sal Sagev had inside, but we do have some information. There was a roulette table, blackjack tables, and apparently poker as well. It's also unsure if they had a gaming license to do this legally, but there are many that say Miller did have a gaming license. The casino at the Sal Sagev didn't last long though, only opened for 3 years. Trimble states in his article, in the late 40s, it was a place the railroad workers stayed. There was a poker room at the Sal Sagev. In 1946, a young 21-year-old blackjack dealer who worked at the Last Frontier was hired to open downtown's newest casino, the Golden Nugget. He watched many poker games at the Sal Sagev through the early 50s. When showed a picture of the Sal Sagev chips, he immediately identified them. I also talked to a second person that confirms a poker table with chips in the Sal Sagev in the late 40s. I believe this was a second set of Sal Sagev chips with denominations. Now that makes me wonder what the second set of Sal Sagev chips, if they're out there, are they undiscovered, or somewhere in someone's storage. In 1955, the Golden Gate would open inside of the Sal Sagev Hotel, downstairs where it currently is today. In 1956, Miller still had the chips and the roulette wheel from the Sal Sagev and shows the other 4 men who were at the Sal Sagev with him. Wrapped up were the original roulette chips, and at this time, the colors were white, yellow, blue, green, and brown. A total of 5 colors back then, and brown was said to be the rarest of them all. The chips and the roulette wheel, plus what seems to possibly be an original roulette table, were bought by someone and used in a house, kind of like a coffee table, where it was put in the year 1956. The woman who had these in her possession showed Gene Trimble, and he was so surprised to what had been found and shown to him. There were 681 chips, plus the roulette wheel that had still been wrapped with newspaper that dated all the way back to 1934, which was the year that gambling was stopped at the Sal Sagev Casino. From my understanding, those chips are no longer with the woman who used to own those chips. They were sold off to someone and now have been hitting the market pretty regularly over the past year or so. At the time of writing this, there are currently 6 chips on eBay, and checking ones that have recently sold, the brown is still the most rare and fetches the most amount of money. I'm sure there will be that day that the second edition Sal Sagev chips will appear, but until then we will enjoy the SSC Sal Sagev roulette chips. I want to thank everyone that has done research to figure out the history of the Sal Sagev Hotel Casino, as well as the images we have. This is what history is all about, figuring out the past, talking to family members or individuals who have the information. But last but not least, I want to thank everyone for watching the video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If there's something you learned or something that I missed, please put it down in the comments below as I read every one of them. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if you enjoy casino history, collector chips, stocks, crypto, cars, and vlogs. Thank you again for watching, and it's been Oscar. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.